Hey team, Happy New Year and welcome to the first YouTube video of 2025. Today we're going to start off nice and simple. We're going to talk about the grip. Now it's one of the things that maybe aren't talked about enough, but in this video we're not just going to talk about any grip, we're going to talk about the conventional grip. I see, say on YouTube or social media or in general, just everyone's more concerned with say the claw grip or left below right and all these other grips, but the most common one and probably the best one overall and the trusty one is going to be the conventional grip. So I'm going to teach you today how to correctly grip the putter with the conventional grip, so then you can feel confident when you're on the green and make it something that you don't have to think about. You want to embed the grip in so it's natural, so then you can focus on other factors when you're on the green like the slope and the pace. You want to practice the grip so then it feels natural enough, so then when you get on the course it isn't something that's going to be hindering your putting. Let's get into the video. So when it comes to the conventional grip, you obviously just want to focus on one hand at a time, okay? So we'll start off with our lead hand. Left hand for a right-handed player or a right hand for a left-handed player. Now when our putter's set up, we obviously want to make sure that the front of the grip is facing out in front of us. So my target line is going to be going this way. I want the front of my grip to be facing directly out in front of me. So you've almost got a nice cross there between club face aim and then where the grip is pointing. You don't want the grip to be pointing left or pointing right, as that's going to ruin the face. So just make sure the putter's flat on the ground and this front side is nice and flush and facing out in front of you. From there, the first thing to focus on is the left hand, okay? We want to make sure that we don't have any fingers going down. I see this a lot where we have a finger going down the grip. We want to make sure that we're gripping the putter so our fingers come over the other side of the grip. When we do that and we get our fingers into this position, that then should allow our hand to come over the grip and just allow this thumb pad to sit on top of the grip. So that's where we want. So you can either start by getting the fingers around or you can start by getting the thumb pad on top. Okay, I actually like getting the thumb pad on top and then just allowing the fingers just to wrap round. So you see that I've got this thumb pad here nice and flush on the putter, just on this line, okay? That's going to be really key. What that then allows is this left thumb to point down the grip. We don't want it really pointing to the right because then that could get us more over, and we don't want it pointing left as that can get us more under. We just want to make sure that this thumb is pointing directly down the grip. Then from there, when it comes to gripping it, we don't really want to be interlocking it because you don't really need that extra grip when we're putting. You might benefit from more feel by just having an overlap. Again, we don't really need to be too tight, and sometimes that can actually increase our grip pressure. So just overlapping can just allow us to be nice and light with our grip pressure. So again, we're left hand, left thumb pad on top. Then the key is with the right hand is just to get the right thumb pad covering the left thumb now. We don't want, again, the right thumb to be underneath and we don't want the right thumb to be over, okay? We want to make sure that not only are our hands not over or not under, but we want to make sure that they're also symmetrical. So we don't want one hand that's misbehaving and one hand that's behaving. We want to make sure they're both behaving. And by behaving, we want left thumb down the grip, right thumb on top, and then a bit of an overlap here. So you can see there, when I get myself into this position, that just allows my hands to be in a nice neutral and symmetrical spot. If I'm nice and symmetrical here, that's going to mean that my forearms, my shoulders and everything is set in position, okay? If I manipulate my hand, that's going to move my forearm, which can then move my shoulder, which can then affect the putter path. So it's actually really key just to ensure both thumb pads are on top. The left thumb now is being touched by the right thumb pad, just because, again, we don't want too much space as that can cause the wrist to get involved. We just want to ensure that we're nice and compact, we're nice and neutral, and then from the back we have a bit more of an overlap and not an interlock, just for the grip pressure. Okay, so by getting the thumbs down, that's just allowing us just to be symmetrical, that's setting our body in position, and then not having an interlock and just being nice and relaxed with an overlap is going to be ensuring our grip pressure is good. That's obviously another key factor, because when we're putting, we don't want to be increasing our grip pressure, and as that can get us way too tense, which can make distance control tricky. So as I was saying, in terms of the position of the hands, the reason why we don't want them to be over or under is because having a grip that's too far under like this can cause more arc and more face rotation, and having a grip that is too over like this can cause little arc, little rotation. Generally, this pattern can cause a pull, And this pattern here, with the more arc and more face rotation, could be hard to square the face up, which can cause more of a push. So again, just setting the thumbs nice and neutral and not having them over or under is just going to set our forearms, our elbows and our shoulders to allow for that natural arc and natural face rotation, giving us the best chance to start the ball on line. So guys, there's just the conventional grip completely covered, from how we set our hands to the grip pressure. And if you want to nail that conventional grip, then just follow my step-by-step guide that I've just given you there, going with the left hand first, then the right hand, ensuring they're both in the right position, and then ensuring that the grip is in also a good technical position, so then it doesn't affect your grip pressure. Again, it's one of them overlooked things, but if we can just nail the grip, then that's one less thing that we don't have to think about, and it's also going to have a positive effect on us when it comes to not only starting the ball online, but also distance control. So thank you for watching. If you can like and subscribe, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next week.